Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. I'll say it like everybody else right now. Absolute cinema. Yes. Episode 11 of season 4 of ReZero. What an incredible episode. I have to admit, though, I did overhype myself for this episode because I heard from a lot of people this was going to be incredible. And so my expectations was really high. Now, it's still delivered. Don't get me wrong. It's still an incredible episode. And I would probably argue one of the best episodes of the series by far. I don't know. I'd have to look back. There's a lot of really, really good episodes, and I'm not really sure if I'm ready to sell this on being on the best, but it's up there. It's easily up there. But yeah, I had overhyped myself quite a bit. It was just overall a really incredible episode, though, in the end, because it has this nice continuation of this, downfall of Subaru, him going into absolute madness. But I like with this episode especially is kind of having that moment where you see him in his weakness and him despising himself. A lot of build up into how much he hates himself, going right back to the very beginnings of Subaru's story. He hates himself. Family loves him, hates himself. Never realized how much even though he knew, he never really kind of confirmed that. And then have this situation right here where he doubts everybody around him, he hates everybody, thinks they're all doing things for their own needs. I can't trust them. And then realizing at some point, oh, they were all helping me. They were all helping Subaru. And then at that point, having that Amelia moment, saying, hey, this is why I trust you. This is why I love you. And this is why I want to support you. Hey, what's your name? Having that moment where he goes, oh, that's right. They all trusted me. Julius trusted me. Beatrice trusted me. Everybody trusted me. Anastasia, she forgave me. All this stuff. Okay, I'm Subaru. I'll be the one that you need. You want this? I'll be that. Finally realizing really the fuel of his strength, which is Amelia and the love for Amelia. But it was so good. It was so good. It definitely, yes, reminded me a lot of, episode 18 of season 1? The Rem moment. The moment that I actually fell in love with Rem. The Rem moment of calling him her hero is similar situation to that. Having Subaru at his worst and having, Rem step forward and say, hey, you're my hero. This isn't like you. And then Amelia, the same situation. Who are you? Can you introduce yourself to me? Kind of, again, mirroring the episode 1 as well with the introductions there. But such good stuff. But anyways, with that all said, let's go through the episode proper like I typically do before I forget anything. But yes, opening up the episode, we have the scene with Ram and Amelia and Subaru. Like how Ram come in there is like, I wasn't going to confront you without anybody else here. I know how brutish you are. But no, this is like the frustrating part here. I understand Ram's frustration here because Subaru is like, okay, I forgot my memories. I don't remember any of you, all that kind of stuff. And like before, it did upset Ram. Ram gets frustrated. Now, a lot of that is fueled by the fact that she feels that Subaru is trying to save Rem. Everybody else has forgotten Rem except for Subaru, and he wants to help Ram out. And Ram, being her sister, getting that connection, is hoping that he'll help her out. That there's something here I'm missing, and I'm trusting him to save my sister. And so to have Subaru forget that, it's making her panic. She did that previously. When he mentioned the memories being lost, she panicked before as well. What am I going to do? Please tell me it's a lie. Tell me it's some sort of ruse or whatever. You got some sort of plan, right? What are you doing? You're doing something, right? So I understand Ram's frustration here, but it's kind of like a little bit frustrating to me as the episode goes along that everybody starts to panic in some way around that. And it's like, especially when Anastasia / Ekidona confronts him. It's like, you even mention the fact that Julius is being forgotten by everybody, and that Ram forgot her sister, but this you guys are sus of? Subaru losing his memories, that's what you guys are sus of? I think it is built around the fact that they've kind of pre-established there's a suspiciousness of Subaru, that he might be somebody else, that something else is happening here. I can understand Anastasia or / Ekidona's, suspicion here. Again, especially around Ram going around telling everybody something's going on with him. Be careful. But anyways, yes, right here, Ram being very upset about the fact that he's saying this, trying to beat it out of him. Amelia trying to stop her, until eventually he bumps his head, clunks out, comes back, things shattered, everybody's gone. We find out later on that Amelia and Ram got out of there. I'm kind of curious as to what exactly happened here. There's two possibilities, one being, as we find out, all these mob beasts are now swarming the place. It could be specifically that there was an attack, and thus, Amelia and Ram went out there to kind of see what's going on, and the cage was broken. Because I think even Ekidone says you're supposed to be in the cage or something like that. So potentially they left and then the explosion happened. But anyways, the other possibility here is that I was curious if Shala herself came in there to rescue him, attack them, shatter the cage, they ran away, and then Subaru wakes up at that point. One of the two there. But we, as we find out later on, it seems like Shala's trying to kill him. So I'm convinced that's Shala. That definitely was Shala, that scorpion that he ends up running into. Same attack needle thing that she was doing. But either way, after that, we have, of course, Raid show up. He's like, what the hell's going on with you? Oh, did you get in a fight with your friends? What the hell's all this stuff written on the wall? This is disgusting, dude. What the hell is this room, man? You freak. Why is the room covered with your name? He's like, whatever. Anyways, I'm getting out of here. You got in an argument with your friends. I'm getting out of here. Peace out. I'm leaving the tower before... Well, first, I'm going to finish some unfinished business. But other than that, I'm leaving. Odd here, Subaru rushes up and says, wait, why are you leaving? What's going to happen with the exam? But that you're not supposed to leave the floor. That you told me that. I don't know why he's saying that, unless he's assuming based on his conversations with the others. You know, again, this is being the Subaru that's reset, and he doesn't have memories of them even going up there to talk to Raid. This Subaru, of course, has been up there. Again, he went up there and he got stabbed in the stomach and everything like that. But I don't think he ever had a conversation with Raid. So I'm assuming he's talking about maybe a meeting, and he's assuming that he was told that. But either way, for Meher, I thought that his unfinished business was going to be to do something to Shala. I don't know why I had a feeling it was going to have something to do with Shala. But then the moment he went over to the edge and Julius is over there fighting, I'm like, oh, it's Julius. His little like thing where he's wanting to do something. What exact word that he said? It was something like, I got to clean up a regret or something like that. Yeah, I was like, yeah, that makes sense that he sees a potential in Julius. I think he wants to go down there. He says when he goes down there, let's continue where we left off or whatever like that. Get these out of my hand. I'm assuming he sees potential in Julius, and he's trying to force it out of him. And yes, technically, that's what Julius was kind of aiming for, was this position, so it makes sense. I like how Julius is fighting all those things, which is incredible, by the way, because I assumed they were going to be like, I don't know, labyrinth bosses. Like, it gave the indication when Subaru ran into one of those that it was like this big boss of the underworld or something like that. Here he's just fighting a whole bunch of them, and then Raid comes down, just kind of just bats them all away like nothing. But no, the important thing here, melee. I'm sorry, I almost want to make like a crossover art. I need somebody to make a fan art of Melee with mine of Ascendance of Bookworm. Because Melee, she's like legit the mine of this story. Like, she's obsessed with books. Yes, books of the dead. But still, she's got this obsession. Ooh, this is your chance. You could let him die so you can get his book. Oh, you gonna get his book? Hey, finish off this person. You can get their book. It's like, even with this Anastasia, she's like, yeah, rock right to the head. You can get her book. Like, she's got this obsession with books, which I think does play in sort of a very murderous mindset. I mean, they got a little bit into it last episode with this idea of it becomes a habit. It becomes something that you're obsessed with. It's becomes something that's so easy to do once you've done it once. You realize you can clean up after yourself. You keep doing it. Well, if something bad happens again, I'll just kill these people again, and I'll just clean up after myself. It worked last time. I got away with it last time. It just makes it so much easier just to clean up. But I think there is also another element to murderers and whatnot, where you get this sense of being able to achieve something. There is an element of the joy of it, the thrill of a kill that you get addicted to. And I think there is sort of an element there with the books. It's something that I can keep getting. Oh, that's right, I can get this thing. I can keep getting this thing. It's a feeling. The book itself is a feeling or experience that he constantly wants. And I think that's what Melee is sort of manifesting in his brain. Oh, it's that easy, plus you can get this thing. You can keep getting this thing. Come on, just do it again. It's really cool, just do it. It's really easy. He's down there. Don't say anything. Oh, you said something, you freaking idiot. But yeah, I like that little moment of like, hey, yeah, just let him die. Oh, why do you yell out? You screwed it up, you idiot. Oh, just bash her in the head. Oh, yeah, you're so weak. You're so pathetic. Gosh darn it. You could have got something right there. Anyways, yeah. Raid confronts Julius. You know, again, training him. Julius yells out to Subaru, I leave Ekidona and Anastasia to you. I like that. It is like, it's a... I might be reading too much into this, but it feels like it's on purpose that he says both the names. He's saying Ekidona at first, like, go take care of this person that's inside of Anastasia. She's currently in control. But I think the follow-up saying, and Anastasia, is literally him saying, I leave my role up to you. He doesn't think he's probably going to get through the situation. He obviously feels that he's going to probably die to Raid. Or at least, I'm going to be tied up. I can't do this. I can trust it to you, though. Up until this point, Julius is being very protective of his position. I am the knight of Anastasia. And right here, he feels enough to trust Subaru with that. And I guess it's something that's going to build into Subaru building up his courage later on is that the significance of that. It's a very passing comment, but it's a lot of significance to it. I am entrusting you with my life's goal, my life's purpose. Again, as he said before, being a knight's all I have, and I lost that position. You're taking it from me. This is my everything. This is all I have. Anyways, yeah, Subaru rushes off, ends up again hearing Melly yelling at the entire time. Eventually bumps into Beatrice. Beatrice is trying to calm him down, figure out what's going on. Again, Anastasia shows up, Ekidona shows up, starts to throw that suspicion out there. It's very interesting right here, having Beatrice like, I can easily find out it's him, but then Ekidona over here going, but no, that doesn't matter. You still can't trust him. There's something going on in his head. And specifically, the other thing that she says here is that I should have trusted the gut of Anastasia. Anastasia apparently at some point implied something to Ekidona about Subaru. That's interesting. I should have obeyed Anna's gut instinct. She said something about him. He still can't be trusted. Don't trust him. What did Anastasia see there? I'm kind of curious about that. It could be an element of how obviously every single one of these characters is smart in some way, and Anastasia is obviously this very smart merchant. It seems to imply that she has spent a lot of her life being this very clever merchant to make the riches that she has, to gain the allies that she has, and so she's going to know how to read people. There was a lot of emphasis, if I remember correctly, when they first met, that she was reading him like an open book. Absolutely reading him. She was getting information out of Subaru about Emilia by gaining his trust. And eventually she kind of just flips the table on him and says, yeah, you trusted me. I was getting information out of you. This is a mutual exchange. I wasn't just hanging out with you for no reason. I wanted something from you. She's a very clever girl, and I could totally see her reading something in Super, potentially having read out of him that he's kind of a suspicious origin, that you can't trust him because of that. And she must have told Ekidona at some point, be careful with him. Be careful with him. There's something about him. Be careful with him. It's interesting. Anyways, yes, Subaru says the tower's done for. Let's get out of here. You know, Beatrice is like, what, this is not like you. You don't usually give up. This is not like you. And he's like, what is like me? You guys keep saying you're expecting this thing from me. What is that? What am I? But again, here, a little bit frustrating the fact that Ekidona starts, calling him out for lying, keeping up with this lie that you've forgotten everything. And again, I don't know where she's coming to this conclusion from, because there's many of experiences right now of people forgetting people. They all know that gluttony's power can remove people's memories of people. This has been a thing established in the lore they know about. But for some reason, they don't get that Subaru could possibly have lost his memories. I guess it's an aspect of people themselves forgetting themselves. No. Krush is the same exact situation. Krush forgot herself. We have different situations. Krush forgot herself. Rem has been forgotten and has completely gone comatose. And Julius has been forgotten. So we have 3 different ways of being forgotten. What's so hard to believe that Subaru himself wasn't consumed as well? I don't get why everybody's so, thinking he's lying about the situation. Now, yes, right here, technically, she is admitting that Anastasia has implanted something into her head. Implanted a seed of doubt into her head. So, despite the fact that we have situations like Krush, she could still believe that Subaru's lying because Ram said, be careful, something's going on with him, and now he's claiming that he's lying. And that could be really what it's about. But that said, yes, this is where we have the first really big breakdown of Subaru in this episode, just absolutely just pouring his heart out. I don't know why you guys had this expectation upon me. I don't know why you think I'm that great. I'm not a great person. I'm horrible. I'm this disgusting human being. Again, from his vantage point, from his previous life, before he got transported here, again, he left off at the convenience store. And that Natsuki Subaru was somebody that hated himself. Yes, his parents loved him, and he knew that, but he himself was a disgusting person. He never loved himself. And now, as he's in this world, he's hearing about this other Subaru that he's convinced is a murderer. Somebody that killed Melee. Somebody that etched all over the walls. Natsuki Subaru was here. He thinks Natsuki Subaru is a freaking psychopath. So right here, he can't understand it. I don't get it. I'm horrible. I'm disgusting. And you're all wondering why I'm snapping. I'm sorry. It's because I gave it my all and I failed. I am sorry. I tried. For that first, loop and a half. He tried to do something. He tried to fill the shoes of what everybody was expecting of him. I came here from this, convenience store. I popped in here. Everybody said I'm supposed to be doing this one thing that Subaru's always been doing. I tried to do that. I failed. I then tried to keep it secret that I lost my memories, but even then I failed. And I feel like people are trying to kill me. And then now I'm killing people, apparently. So I don't know what to do. I'm giving up. Again, this is like really good build up into the breaking point. He's finally breaking. And yeah, Anastasia's like, okay, I'll compromise. I'll leave you be. I'm going to go get Julius. And he's like, no, Julius told me to stop you. And that's when we have Shala attack. I'm assuming it's Shala. It's I was assuming it was going to be Scorpion based on the tail. And the whole eye thing, I think, is kind of a lead in that as well. But yeah, like... It looked like the Predator. Like, she's got like a Predator target. She's putting a Predator target on Subaru. I was waiting for like the little click, 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 click noise that the Predator makes or something like that. But no, Beatrice shields him. He saves Ekidona. She's like, hey, you give me some mixed signals. He's like, what? I never said I hated you and I want to kill you. You thought I wanted to kill you. It wasn't me. But yeah, Ekidona blasts Shala. Shala runs away, and then... they go to walk off together. Something falls on the last... it was like a claw or something from the Scorpion / Shala. Like, she blew a part of the Scorpion off. And as Ekidona's walking by, like, some debris falls upon it. And it just, like, ignites it. Like, it just explodes. Which... Subaru regains consciousness and starts dragging the body of Ekidona. And she's split in half again. What... I swear, I'm wondering if it's in the light novel. I'm extremely curious now if it's in the light novel, because either the original author, Tape, either he or the studio, they're making a meme. They're literally trying to make this into a meme. I joked about it previously. I stole it from somebody else, by the way. I'm not claiming it myself. That because she's a merchant, that Ekidona likes to be discounted, likes to be half off. Because she's a good merchant, she always likes to go with those half-off deals. And so whenever you get Ekidona, you get her half off. What is with cutting her in half? I'm legit... There's at this point, I'm concerned for either, again, the writing or the studio, that they're obsessed with her being cut in half. There's got to be something going on here. I mean, technically, it doesn't seem like she was completely cut in half this time. It's just like her legs were blown off. Which that in itself is pretty much like almost a death sentence unless you can cut off those arteries, because that's just bleeding out. But poor Ekidona, she does look very beautiful with her hair down like that, though. But damn it. But no, yeah, right here, realizing Beatrice apparently shielded him. She's gone. And yeah, just go ahead and let me be. I'm going to stay here. I'm not going to give her her body back. I don't want her to suffer and die like this. And then Subaru, at that point, again, being teased by Melee. Hey! Go get a book. Get a book. Get the book. Get the rock right there. Book right here. Get a book. So bad. It is so bad, her obsession with the books. Oh, anyways. But again, right here is important. And the idea that Ekidona acknowledges him. Sorry that I doubted you. That you're a good person. I thought that you were going to be a bad person. But no, here you are struggling with trying to help me be put out of my misery. Thank you. Which it seems like this kind of leads into him going into massive despair. That all this time... he thought everybody was out to get him. And again, remember even his family. That he knew his family loved him, but he never loved himself. And right here, everybody here, I knew it all along. All these people trusted and was supporting Subaru. And yet, I believe that they were all horrible. That they were all just out to get me. The best thing I could do, the best way to help them out, is if I never existed. That I just get out of here. That I just disappear. And that's when it seems like Satella shows up and repeats "I love you" over and over again until I want to literally turn the show off. I'm sorry. I'm like, okay, I get it. Oh, it's so annoying hearing it over and over again. It's so robotic and it's unsettling. It is definitely unsettling. It is an absolute yandere type of archetype here, but it's like, after like the 20th time, it's like, I get it. Please move on. It seems to be implying this is sort of the moment of him wanting to self-end. And again, it's a lot to do with him bringing out the unseen hands and wanting to use them to end himself. And then having Amelia show up, fight them away, pull him out of that situation, keep him from doing that to himself before, again, we have the final little scene here. Which, yes, Subaru pretty much laying out to Amelia that he doesn't understand why everybody is doing so much for him and why they trust him and why they're trying to save him, and her trying to remind him all the moments they've had together, all the reasons why she trusts him so much, go all the way back to episode 1. I love it, though. It's again, her going through each moment saying, you remember this? No, I don't. Oh, that's fine. And then this happened, and you remember that? No, I don't. I like that there's no easy out here, and this is why, again, I hope that with the next episode, with the next scene, it is him still forgetting everything. It's just now he's being fueled by a trust. Right here, he has no trust in anybody, and he's seeing that he should trust everybody, and now Amelia's telling him why he should trust them, and reminding him everything they've gone through together to sort of build him into what he's supposed to be. I can't give you your memories back. There's not going to be no easy way to get his memories back. They have to defeat Gluttony, my prediction, in order to get those memories back. Until then, here's your motivation, basically. Let me tell you who Subaru Natsuki is. Let me tell you what your inspiration is. Let me set the scene for you. And then you can step in that position and fulfill your role. And I like the fact that, yes, it is her saying everything, but he doesn't immediately believe it. There really is an element where he takes that, everything that she's saying there, and then realizing at some point, oh, okay, now I get it. The reason why he wants to support her so much is because he loves her. God damn, this guy set his expectations way too high. Man, this lady's way out of his league. What the hell is he even thinking? But that's where he got his strength from. Now I see it. That's why he's so strong. That's why he pulled off so many things. They're saying that I've done this and that and that. There's no way I can pull that off. I'm just a human. Oh, this is where he got the strength from. And then it all kind of clicks where he's going through everything in his memory, and instead of remembering all the suspiciousness of people, he's remembering all of the good in people. He's remembering them helping him out. He's remembering what they do for him and realizing, oh, just like her, they were all helping me too. And that's when she asks. What's your name? Introduce you. She knows who he is. That's the beautiful thing about it. She knows who he is, but I think there is sort of a reset here. Hey, I'm Amelia. No. What if she said I'm Satala? That would be some crazy stuff. I know that's episode 1, and it's like this whole, like, you know, there was a reset there and everything, but that would have been really funny. But no, she says, I'm Amelia. Just call me Amelia. Who are you? She knows who he is, but she's still asking. She still wants this introduction to be done. And I love this because he's picking up on this and using it for his own self-confidence. Oh, yeah, I'm Subaru. The one that Julius trusts with Ekidona / Anastasia. The one that Beatrice believed in. Yeah, back there, everybody was, thinking I was a bad guy, and she was still like, no, it's still gotta be him. I still trust him. Oh, he doesn't remember me? I'll remember. Don't worry, I'll never forget what happened in that library. That Beatrice. The one that Ekidona forgave. Okay, sure. I don't know why that has to be included in there. That one. The one that you care about. The one that you're trusting in. That's Subaru. I'm Subaru. I'm that Subaru Natsuki. I'll be that one. It's, again, he doesn't know why everybody loves him so much, but he just knows that he has to fulfill that role. That's that comfortable spot that I want to be in. It's really good. Again, really, really good conclusion to this whole thing. And again, them collapsing, falling down there, going into the hole. I want to help everybody escape from this tower. I'm going to do it. Even as he's falling down that hole too. I want to be swallowed up by that, but it's not going to be the end. This is where it begins. I'll remember everything, even if you forget me. I'll never forget any of you. I'm back. Again, I think that I'm back is not... I don't think he regained his original memories. I think he probably is saying I'm back as in I am that person. I am that Natsuki. It could be I'm back to this point, that reset point, but I think it's sort of symbolic to I'm back as in I'm going to be Natsuki Subaru. I'm going to fulfill that role. And I think it's going to be really interesting to see how... Now that he has the confidence, now he wants to fulfill this role, if he can pull this off with the limited knowledge that he has. He's going to have to really navigate to get some additional information to figure out how to get through the situation. But either way, sounds interesting. I think going forward, what is my predictions? My gosh. We have like 2 months wait here, so it kind of sucks. I can really kind of run down a lot of rabbit holes here. Obviously, the big sort of question mark here is, how is he going to pull out Gluttony? Because I'm assuming still this Gluttony's involved. I'm still thinking that Gluttony is going to be in REM. But I don't know that this Subaru knows that voice and knows to go to that REM. So he doesn't really have much to play off of there to try to find where gluttony is at. I still think there's a gluttony inside of him, but I'm kind of going away from the idea that he himself is one of Gluttony's, Archbishop Gluttony, Rui specifically, in a different form. I think his memories just been pulled out and that one of them is inside of his mind and that he's coming out every now and then. So there could be an aspect of trying to pull that out. One sort of lead that I do have is Raid. This episode does open up a door to a possible lead, and that is him going up to confront Reed, knowing that it seems like he wants to do something with Julius. Now, I don't think Subaru was there long enough to get an indication from Reed that he wants to train Julius. That's just my assumption based on what we see in that scene as Subaru's leaving. But I think that could possibly be a lead. Other than that, he could go up to trying to find out what book he was reading before all this happened. That could be a possibility as well. Either way, I do have to note that I'm happy to see that we will have Melee back. we at least do have confirmed at this point that Melee will be back. Melee will not be dead. That could be it. I just thought about that. He can confront Melee and ask her what they talked about. That's true. I didn't think about that. Melee could be his next lead because Melee talked to Gluttony. She talked to Gluttony, and she came to Subaru to ask about that. But would he be afraid of it triggering something again? Because technically when she was bringing it up, it triggered him to black out, and then she ended up dead. Unless he tells everybody, I need you all to watch me. Melee, what do we talk about? If anything happens, I want you guys to stop me. Melee, what happened? I don't know. Would he be that honest about it? I wonder. I kind of want him to be very honest with people going forward. Because I think a lot of his problems right now is happening because he was avoiding telling them the truth about the memories. I think he'll still keep the memory part a secret. But I think be honest about what he's currently trying to do. That's more so where I'm talking about. Be clear about what's happening currently and how you need everybody's help. He needs to rely on these people, and I think he's learned through this last loop that he can rely on people. He doesn't have to have this mistrust for people, but we'll see. Anyways, I think that's everything. My gosh, what a extremely long recording. Everybody that actually watched this video all the way to the end, I greatly appreciate you guys. I apologize for this being this long of a yap fest, but I did want to kind of give my thoughts on each scene all the way through it, and I had a lot of fun. It was a really good episode. But yes, until August, my gosh, August sucks. The long wait begins. I did see that Tape made a comment about how much he really enjoyed, watching this episode come to animated format and how emotional he was about it, which he definitely deserves. I do think this has been a really incredible adaptation, despite the fact that I don't have any knowledge of the source material. Just what I've experienced anime only has been really incredible, and it has me, as always, really excited to jump into the novel series eventually. But anyways, that's my thoughts on the episode. I hope you guys will join me when it comes back around in August, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video as always. If you did, hit the like button down below. Until next time, take care.